I'm really looking forward and diving a little deeper in the subjects that we just touched on for a little bit. I'd really like to know more. So I think we should definitely get these instructors and start asking some really hard questions. And it's a hard conversation to have.
Not everybody can just get on a plane and leave. People just think proactive, just not reactive. Okay, so good evening, everybody. This is Dion from Fortis. It is Thursday evening, sometime past 10. That's why I look like this, because I should actually be sleeping, but Wynand has been bugging me.
Sorry.
So we decided to do a video series, call it a vlog or something. I'm not sure what the terms are. Wynand has been working closely with Fortis for a couple of years already. You'll remember and see him in some of our videos. But his production company and Fortis together, we've decided to do a series on crime in South Africa and how you as the citizen in South Africa can better prepare for crime. And we're obviously going to start at one point and end up at a different point, and we'll grow as we go. So first off, we'll start interviewing a couple of instructors, what we deem are some of the top quality instructors we have in South Africa. And we will, we'll get them on video, and Wynand will do interviews with these people, ask them some questions, and let you, the public, get to know these people and understand what it is that they actually offer to you. Because one of the first elements of safety is training. It's very important that you realize that we live in South Africa in 2020. And you cannot live like an ostrich. You cannot live thinking that it will not happen to me. So training is the first aspect that we will actually address in this whole series.
I think the standpoint that we want to go from is, myself, I relate with my personal point of view as a male in South Africa who has a family, and there are a lot of threats out there. So I think it's important that we share this information with the general public and make sure that everyone, that there's a platform for people to go where they can get information on how to protect themselves and how to protect their families. So I think Dion is a great initiative from Fortis' side and all the instructors involved.
I think to start off with, Wynand, is if we look at the aspects of safety, and we look at the first aspect, and we just look at training, preparedness. People always try and tell us, they don't want to be paranoid. Well, there's a big difference between paranoid and preparedness. And in this case, we're talking being prepared. You get home at night, you've got your family with you, or you don't have your family with you, irrespective. You open your door, or you are inside your house, and somebody is trying to come into your house, and you've got your family with you. How prepared are you to actually, do something? Because you are always your first responder. The police are 15 minutes away or 20 minutes, I don't know. The police, there's a response time. Even your security company, that's why it's called armed response, because people actually respond to stuff that's already happening. So that's why if you look at Fortis, we are proactive defense solutions. So what do you do? What can you do? And if I look at training, it's important that people in South Africa realize that we have a lot of top class quality, world-class instructors in South Africa. We've got a lot of instructors that don't only just teach in South Africa, but they teach all over the world. And these are the people that we would like to introduce to the public and tell you, these are the type of courses that you can do with these people and what their viewpoints are on safety.
What kind of range of training are we looking at?
All right, to simplify, and this is very simplistic, but to simplify is you can basically defend yourself either by means of your hands and feet, so that's empty hands, or by means with, like an improvised weapon, let's call it an improvised weapon, like a pepper spray or a tonfa or something like that. Or you can defend yourself by using a knife, or you can defend yourself by using a firearm. And the instructors will talk to, some of them specialize in firearms, some of them specialize in knives, some of them are more versatile. But these people are all basically give instruction on how to defend yourself with one or more of these means that is out there.
So when we're talking about defending yourself, what is the average guy to do if they do not have training? Is it something that they definitely need to look at? Is it something that's becoming essential?
Right on, to me, it's very essential that everybody starts looking at training. Without trying to create now a massive ruse here, I just bringing up the subject of farm murders. If you look anything that's got something to do with farm murders on Facebook, you post a farm murder there, and you'll see 100 comments below that saying, "When will it stop? When will it stop?" It stops when we stop it. That's basically what it is. When we decide enough is enough. At this stage, people are still walking around in South Africa being victims. So you stop at the intersection, at the traffic light for our international audience, at the robot for the South Africans, and the first thing that comes out is the cell phone, and then you hear the next moment somebody breaks my window, and it's just a question of me not actually being aware. So how can I stop that attack? I can stop that attack by not being on my bloody cell phone, by actually looking around and being aware, and because I know I'm in South Africa. I just want to give this analogy. I always compare it like this. If I go and swim with a great white shark, and I go down to Cape Town, and I go down to whoever the guys are that does this funny things, they'll tell me, listen, you have to put on this specific diving suit, which has got specific specs. And when you go down, you stay inside the cage with the safety diver. Don't stick your hands through the bars and so forth. I cannot then put on my Speedo and say, listen, that's fine. I'll just jump off on this side of the boat and swim around and meet you on the other side. They won't let me in the water. Yeah. We stay in South Africa. We know what the crime statistics are. I really don't want to mention crime statistics. Everybody can read. We are living amongst the sharks. Okay, and I'm not here to start a political debate on who's behind what. That's bullshit. Okay, the fact of the matter is we are swimming inside the sea with the sharks. Are we going to stay in the cage, and are we going to wear the chainmail? Because we basically got two options. Either we prepare ourselves, or we get on a Qantas plane because SA is now dead. That's the options you have, and most people can't leave. So yes, I think everybody must be prepared, and everybody must accept the fact that for you to be a citizen in South Africa and a law-abiding citizen in South Africa, you better start preparing yourself for when somebody comes for you. Not for if, but for when.
I was stopping at a robot once, and here in Rosebank, and normally my cell phone doesn't come out of my pocket, just because that's the way I had taught myself. And out of the left corner of my eye, I see these two gentlemen with exactly the same jackets on. And I didn't immediately register that something was up or anything was going to happen, but something in my mind just went off and went ping. And so I started watching these guys, and my attention got distracted, and next thing I know, these exact two guys standing right next to my car trying to hijack me. So if I didn't have that, how can I say that, awareness, I wouldn't have had time to react to stop the attack from actually happening.
Okay, but we also have to just let the audience know that you've had quite some training as well. Okay, so
I have that. But it's a perishable skill, right?
No, it's a perishable skill. But the point here is that training is what saves us at the end of the day. And you can argue it as much as you want to, but training is the thing that's gonna help you at the end of the day. It's not 100% guarantee that you will be saved and you won't be harmed, but at least you've got a better chance of survival if you've been doing training. And you'll notice that I'm not going to mention specific training, saying you must train in this or that or that. Training, irrespective of what it is, I don't care what you do. Even if you just do push-ups, it means you are much fitter than your attacker. and you can
Exactly.
fight longer. So Fortis is actually known for farm safety and farm security. That's our speciality. You know, we do that, and anti-stock theft and anti-poaching and that kind of stuff. So we've got a bit of a military, uh, whatever, a military approach, because we all come from that background. But so last year, 2019, a drive was started to give us some donations from Australia by Chris and Alice Hennessy, and it was actually quite a successful drive. So what we did is we started creating a whole network of instructors all over South Africa. Now, these people are all instructors in their own right. They've all got their own brand names. They've all got their own, I'll call it styles that they teach, their own methods and mythology behind what they teach and so forth. But we actually reached out to all these instructors and said to them, listen, guys, for us to actually do something positive in South Africa, we need to start working together. If there's no collaboration, amongst all these instructors, then it's just me fighting against the wind. And that's what you typically find on Facebook. You'll have one instructor, and all he's doing is bad-mouthing all the other instructors in order to sell himself. And that to me is bullshit. I don't need to badmouth anything. I will publicly admit, and I will do it here now, that I'm not one of the better instructors in South Africa, because I don't see myself as that. There's ample people out there who are much better instructors than what I am. But the fact of the matter is, if we collaborate, all of us together, then I can bring something, and each of them can bring something to the table. And at the end of the day, we've got a better whole to give to the public. But more than that, now, to answer your question, is, now we work together with people who's already situated in Cape Town, who's already situated in Oudtshoorn, who's already situated in Ellisras and in Pretoria and in Bloemfontein and wherever. So if we do get an inquiry, we can just pass it along to those people there, and they can, the people in Cape Town can slot in with those people, and so forth and so on. So yes, we can cover quite some ground now.
All right. So the most important thing for you guys is to make sure that everybody who needs or wants training, that they will be able to find somebody who will be willing to teach them.
Exactly. Now, people say to me I'm stupid and I'm crazy, but the pie is big. I cannot service customers in Cape Town, because for instance, if I have to fly down to Cape Town and rent a car and stay in a place, that's going to set me back about 10,000 Rand. So if I've got 10 students there, they're going to end up paying me 1,000 Rand each, and that'll just cover my costs. So I'll have to make that course 2,000 Rand per person. Now, if I can pass those same students on to somebody like James Smart or Mark Human or somebody down there, they can actually do a course for them for 1,000 Rand per person without having the expenses of flying down there, because they're already down there. So What do I get out of that? It's paying it forward. We'll all get it back. I mean, I've been in the industry this year for 23 years now. It's 23 years since we started doing farm safety. We've seen it all. We've done it all. Yeah, I think it's just this is part of just giving it back to the community.
How do people get a hold of you guys? You got a website and
yes, the website. I think at the end we can just throw in the web address and the Facebook. We've got 2 Facebook pages, one for the farm security, one for Fortis themselves, with all the training courses that we present in conjunction with other instructors. And from there on, you can obviously link to other instructors as well and find their Facebook pages. We've also got a LinkedIn group, a LinkedIn page. We started becoming active on that as well. We've got our website. We've got an online store.
All right, thanks for chatting to us, Dion. We really appreciate it. And then we'll chat again soon.
All right, stay safe out there, man.